It's time for Smokey and the Chad. Call into the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline, 256-576-4977. That's 256-576-4977.
And good morning, everybody, and welcome in to a beautiful Saturday morning edition of Smokey and the Chad right here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. I am your host. I am Smokey, and the one that accompanies me each and every time, and also another part of the namesake of the show. He is the one, the only, the Chad. Chad, good morning. How's it going, sir?
Good morning. It is a glorious Saturday morning, and I'm ready for another great day to talk, this Nick Saban, Jimbo Fisher death match.
Well, we are going to be discussing a little bit of Saban and Jimbo, and also Saban will be going on the PGA Championship Megacast in about 10 minutes with Joe Buck and Michael Collins, which Joe Buck's first official ESPN announcing slate is the PGA Championship, which feels a little bit weird, huh?
Yes, it does. No lefty, and we've kind of heard it, on this station and on ESPN, all year. I guess it seems like it's, ever since it's kind of come about of his dislike of the PGA Tour, and I don't care enough about golf to really care that there's no lefty there, but I'm enjoying what Zalatoris is doing right now. Some of the guys that I picked are not doing as hot as I thought, but
oh my God, don't even start with
but
that.
It is, I picked golfers because I was just like, I'm just going to do it anyway because I don't really know what I'm doing. So, but
here's the thing though.
It's good to see Woods out there though. It's good to see Tiger out there.
For Tom Abraham's Fecta, as well as my DFS, you know who I picked? One of my guys, Cantlay.
Yeah.
Have you seen where he's at?
Is he out?
No. Have you seen it? No.
Where's he at?
Like, oh boy. All right.
How many overs is he?
He didn't make the cut. Let me put it that way.
That's what I'm saying. I said,
11 over. 11 over.
That's worse than the guy that was 40 over 112. No, I'm just kidding. That was in the qualifier.
Oh my God. All right, let me get some particulars out of the way, and then we'll get into the show. You can call into the show 256-576-4977. On Twitter, I'm at Rose Scholar. He's at Guathny Chad. The station's at 977 ESPN. You can also go to twitch.tv/977 ESPN. Let's see, YouTube, 977 ESPN The Zone is what you need to search, and as well as give us an old like on the Facebook page, as we will have all sorts of updates and sweet deals going on coming here in the near future, because I think Gunner's Landing sold out, so I don't think we have any other sweet deals going on right now until the one you got coming up next week, or is it 2 weeks?
I think it's just going to be not the next week, it's going to be the following week. But no, we don't have anything going on right now. Everything's sold out.
Sold out. So, but we will give you that announcement of the next sweet deal coming up right in the next couple of days. And, God. I got to vent a little bit because this is a radio talk show, and, there's just some times where I need to not bottle stuff up and just vent because I had a hell of a day yesterday.
I bet.
But first of all, we got 3 days. 3 days before all this crap gets done and over with. I am so sick and tired of mailers coming to my house. I am so sick and tired of hearing ad campaigns on the radio. The primary is here, and thank goodness, because I am sick and tired of hearing people and what they're going to bring to the state of Alabama. I mean, goodness gracious, I am so sick.
I never understood political ads in the first place. I mean, it's great that, we have them on here to
they pay the bills.
You know what I mean? But I'll never understand like the video ones where they're all the same. It's like no matter what state you're in, they're all the same. And it's like one's bashing the other. And then you're like, well, why? I mean, like, at the end of the day, I'm like, why would you vote for either of these people? Like, either of these people are clearly insane.
Yesterday, I got 4 mailers related to the political aspect. 2 from the same guy. That's like having a Woody Anderson commercial go 2 times in one spot set. And by spot set, it's just that commercial block that we got going on. It's like, this is just too much. This is the worst waste of money that anybody could possibly do. But anyway, off of that.
That's why I don't talk politics. That's why I just hate politics in general.
I'm not even discussing politics. I'm just discussing
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Anyway, but
Anything
so,
that has to do with politics, it hurts your brain.
my schedule yesterday was do my other job, lawn care, till about 2, pick up the wife from the airport as she was going to be flying in from Orlando about 3 o'clock, and then be home, get my kids and all that. Well, first the flight gets delayed. Weather in Orlando. And just keeps on with the weather. Like, we get to the point to where it gets to where she's going to probably be here at 10. Silver is the name of the airlines, by the way. And anyway, so I give
They
you
had to repair it before they came over?
I give you a
They were
call.
like repairing it as it was flying?
Going, all right, the show might be, we might have to not do the show tomorrow because I would have to pick the wife up at 9:15, which, I mean, I'm sorry. I haven't seen my wife in 2 weeks, and single dad life, I realized how much it sucks again. Like, I mean, I went through that for 9 years, and I mean, I am no more. I love my wife to death and missing her for 2 weeks. And so anyway, flight gets canceled, and she's trying to book for this morning. They're already booked. Silver's next flight from Orlando to Huntsville, the 28th.
That's insane.
The 28th. So either she would have to wait there for a whole nother week or find somewhere else. So she got herself a refund. Nobody. Actually, I take that back. There were flights from Orlando to Huntsville.
Yeah.
You want to know how much they run? Because they're like within 12 hours or day
$400, $500.
$350. We had a budget of $200.
$350. That's insane.
Yeah. So anyway, she orders a rental, and it's like, all right, yeah, I'll be able to get a rental and all that. She gets her rental car at 6 a.m. and I talked with her this morning. She's like, yeah, the people at the night people weren't too good to me because I could have picked up my car at 11.
That's awful.
Absolutely disgusting. 11. And so she stayed at the airport for an extra 7 hours. The morning person over there actually gave her free upgrades and like
That's
extra
good. Yeah, that's
time and
good.
all that, to where like she's paying under $100 for this rental car. But it was like so freaking frustrating because first I've got dogs that are going nuts and wanting their mother, and like I got a beagle. One of my two is a beagle, and he likes to express himself. And then my kids are like, oh, where's the wife? And it's like, yeah, she ain't coming tonight.
She's not going to be here.
Oh, so
Maybe delayed.
She's on the way up here, but
That's good. That's
God,
good.
that is just like, airlines suck.
Yeah. No, I know. It's the worst. It just seems
Like, how are you gonna?
No,
how
yeah,
are you
go
gonna
ahead.
just price gouge like within 20? Because I mean, I understand that
fuel costs, man. Fuel costs.
My
It's all about gas. Get that gas.
it
The same
is-
thing? Do they use the same thing? I don't know.
It is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting the way the airlines
Airplane
are
fuel.
on this one. Airplane fuel, my ass. Anyway, all right. So PGA Championship leaderboard. You got Will Zalatoris in the lead at 9 under par. You got JT 6 under, sitting in the 3 spot. Let's see other notables. Rory's T5. Bubba Watson's at 4th. Who else? Stuart Sink T8. That is quite of a surprise right there. Let's see who else we've got going on name-wise. Oh, God, the Gooch is 1 under. Taylor Gooch, 1 under. Let's see, Spieth at 1 over. Xander Schauffele 1 over. This is kind of a light field at the top right now, and under par, like is what I'm seeing right here. We have a grand total of 23 people under par at this tournament, which is kind of surprising at Southern Hills over in Tulsa. And it's going to be very interesting to see how this weekend goes, because yesterday it provided a little. Tiger did make the cut, so we're going to see weekend Tiger. That's always fun.
Yeah, and a lot of the people that I see, I mean, Tiger's 3 over. You got, Jason Day, who was, kind of thought of to make a run in this. He's 3 over as well. Some of the guys that, I went with, like Oosthuizen, I think is like 4 over. I think Matsuyama, who I also picked, I think he's 3 over as well, and he's going on right now. And then, yeah, like you said, I think you said Shoffley. He's +1, or he's 1 over. So, I don't know what I'm talking about half the time when I'm picking golfers, but I was just picking some of the guys that finished, kind of like in the middle, in the high, in the last year's tournament.
You had solid guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna harp on you with it. I mean, I picked the guy that didn't make the cut. So
well, who knows? Who knows? People could make a surge. They're not. It's not like they're too far back. It just seems like it's kind of a a low scoring tournament. With Zalatoris only 9 under. So I feel like guys are gonna like Bubba Watson, for instance. I mean, at 4th when 5 under.
Where did he come from?
I mean, he's just all of a sudden playing really well. So I mean, you got Thomas as well. So I mean, it's
JT's always one of those solid ones that you could always.
And he's only 3 back, and he doesn't start. He starts about the same time as Zalatoris does. So
let's see other notables from last night. Your Atlanta Braves came up with a 5-3 victory over the Miami Marlins. You could listen to that on Zone 2 as we had. Alabama softball go on yesterday, followed by Alabama baseball, which Alabama softball ended up beating the Mocs of UTC. And who are they playing again today? I don't like. I know we're gonna carry it, but
whoever won last night, I can't remember. It's probably Stanford. If Stanford won,
we'll take a look at that here in just a second. But you will be able to catch the softball action right here on 97.7 The Zone. I believe that starts. Let me look at the calendar right here. 1:30 or let's see. No, we got baseball going on at 12:45 with Alabama and Arkansas, and then we got Braves and Marlins coming up at 5. It looks like I don't see anything about the softball coverage.
Yeah, they play Stanford. Yeah, Alabama plays Stanford at 2:00 today.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
That's
what I thought. I thought it was Stanford. I had seen it last night. I kind of scrolled by.
Let's see the battle.
But I listened to most of that Chattanooga game. It was a pitcher's duel late into that game, so you got to give a lot of credit for Alabama to be able to hang on and win that game.
Let's see. Battle of Alberta. Edmonton ties it up with a 5-3 victory over Calgary. Series at 1-1. The Rangers losing to the Hurricanes 2-0, where Carolina's taken that series at 2-0, as well as another 2-0 series. The Golden State Warriors with a 126-117 victory and leading that series 2-0. With the Warriors, I mean, now we see why. I mean, this is the 2015 Warriors back again.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that reminds me a lot of that team because when you've got Looney, I mean, like literally like the core, the 4 main guys on the team, right? Like the 4 main guys that start were like the core when they originally won. And then you get Wiggins, who is almost like a Sean Livingston type of player, where it's like Sean Livingston was a number 1 overall pick. I don't know. Was Wiggins a number 1 overall pick, or was he? I knew he was the first round.
No, to the Timberwolves.
So this is like the same situation. You're getting the same type of like team, but a more veteran savvy team that's been there in the playoffs before. And I'm riding Golden State because I mean, outside of Luka can keep throwing up all these games he's won. I'm surprised that Jordan Brunson had 31 points last night because he has not been very. I said Jordan, yeah, Jalen Brunson. I never understood why they can't get more production out of some of their scores. And the problem is like Finney Smith, for instance, he's a guy that can score. They have Powell in there starting every single night. The guy is just in there to just stand there. The guy can't score worth anything. If Spencer Dinwiddie's not coming off the bench for Dallas, good luck because they're not going to be able to run with Golden State because of how well Jordan Poole's. That's what I was trying to say. Probably Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole coming off the bench is ridiculous. I mean, that's the thing about Golden State is just this resurgence of the old savvy veterans that are playing really well. You got Klay Thompson, who is healthy as he can be right now, and you just got a really, really good team playing well. And I got someone calling me.
Yeah, someone calling.
I think it's like a spam risk.
Oh, it's probably one of those. Yeah, we need you for a poll. We need. Oh my God.
I don't know. 205 number. Somebody from Birmingham.
Probably a pollster. I mean, they've been trying to call me and all that. Yeah, would you like to do a poll
No, I get the text messages. Those are the most annoying ones, is because like you get a text message that has like a big ad on it or something.
Oh God. But yeah, this is the Golden State Warrior team that was let's see, the Cavs in 2015. This is the team that beat the Cavs and came back from 3-1. And then LeBron and them won the NBA Finals the next year, and then KD comes in and Golden State takes over and wins again. But this is what that team feels like, and it is one of the best things to watch. And I don't understand how people didn't see this. I was hearing throughout the week that more people were hopping on the Dallas train.
Well, because this is the reason why is because you can win with Luka scoring 42 points a game, or him being the scorer out of everybody, because of how when he turns into like the LeBron side of his game, when he facilitates the ball to everybody wins. So like last night, it was just you gotta stop Golden State from scoring. I mean, Looney had 21 points last night. I mean, this is a guy that's not known for scoring.
Right.
So, it's if you can keep certain guys in check, outside of the top 3 for Golden State, you're going to do all right. The issue is they play really good. Like Dallas plays really good defense. The issue is their scoring. They have to get more scoring. And when you don't, like for instance, the last couple games, Spencer Dinwiddie when he averaged like 20-something points a game. If they don't have somebody like him coming off the bench and scoring, they're not going to be able to stay in this game. I mean, I get it. It was only a 9-point game at the end, but like that's the difference.
They came back from 19 down.
But that's going into it was the third quarter, like halfway through. So I don't understand where this defensive, like that was the problem. Their defensive breakdown was just awful. I mean, it was just everything just broke down and just didn't work defensively. So, like I said, you can win games when Luka goes LeBron and he facilitates to everybody else and he's still scoring too. When he has to take over the game, I think that's the issue that I have with Luka, is that, it's got to be that moment where I would take on the other side, I would take Clay to shoot the shot at the end, or I would take Steph Curry to drive it up the lane, or I would take it to Draymond, underneath the basket at the end of the game or something like that. Like I would do that, or Jason Tatum with Boston, or Right. I would take all those players over Luka, because I feel like at the end of the day, they're going to be able to create more space and be able to score a lot easier.
Jason Kidd was frustrated with his team and talked about that the worst thing that they could have done was what they did and live and die by the 3. That is one thing. It
hurt a lot of teams.
It becomes a lot of the stuff with the NBA is a live and die by the 3.
I mean, the issue. Here's the thing though too. In that game against Miami, when you're shooting 50% from 3 and 50% from the field, you should win every single game. You should be undefeated.
Right.
Because Boston made every single. That was the difference between the Boston series with Miami in the second game, where I was like, yeah, Boston's probably going to win, between the Mavericks and the Golden State game, because the thing about Boston is they have one, Marcus Smart, now Horford played, and they were clearly missed in the last game, and they still almost won. So when you look at what they could have, like what they could have had in the first game, and then the second game, they've got a lot of scoring off the bench, because Grant Williams and was it Robert Williams? Yeah. Those guys are scoring. I mean, to have those type of production from those two guys as well, that's huge for Boston. So that's the thing that's different between this Boston series in the East than it is in the West, is because, Golden State at home for those 2 games, I didn't have a worry in the world because of just how well their bench plays and how well their starters are playing.
Well, Grant Williams, I saw this coming. Being a Tennessee fan.
The dude shot 18 threes in that one game and made 7. It was like the most in like a playoff game or something like that, which is ridiculous. I really liked Grant Williams when he was at Tennessee. I really liked watching a lot of that Tennessee team. Schofield and who was the other player? There was
Jordan Bone.
Yeah, Jordan Bone. That was a really, really good team. So
yeah, but I still hate Sister Jean for that. I really do.
It had to happen.
Anyway, let's see. Auburn softball got to keep up with state teams as well. They're going up against Clemson at 12 o'clock. You can catch that on ESPN TV. Let's see. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we get back, we're going to get into more of the Saban and Jimbo mess as the head bod coach has decided to chime in as well. We'll let you know what he said right here on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Log on today, 977ESPN.com.
The Atlanta Braves are back on the field, and this reloaded roster is fired up to defend their crown and run it back in 2022.
1-2 coming. Crushed. Left field. Auto line. That ball is out of here. 2-run home run for Austin Riley.
Tonight, don't miss Atlanta Braves baseball live from Miami as Matt Olson and the Braves take on division rivals, the Miami Marlins. Braves radio's on the air at 4:55 Eastern, 3:55 Central on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
From the moment you open the bag, through the low and slow grilling, to the very last bite of food, new Kingsford Signature Flavors hardwood pellets tantalize your senses. Kingsford Signature Flavors are made with 100% natural hardwood and 100% real spices to add a whole new rich, full-bodied flavor and aroma to your cookout. New Kingsford Signature Flavors hardwood pellets. Flavor you can see, smell, and taste. Kingsford.com.
The internet is everything. Actually, everything. And with WoW Internet, everything is good. Good streaming, good shopping, good gaming. And with an extra reliable connection, it's all good all the time. Get super fast gig speed internet from WoW for only $49.99 a month. Plus get $300 on us when you sign up at Wowway.com. Wow, that's good internet. Limited to new customers with autopay and paperless billing. Subject to change. Terms apply.
Ann Adams with Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate is the one name to know if you're buying or selling real estate. With years of local experience, Ann Adams offers buyers in-depth knowledge of the local housing market and will narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in so you can save time when shopping for your new home. If you're ready to sell, Ann offers a seamless process using accurate pricing and expert negotiation skills to make sure you get a fair price for your home. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or log on bhhsriserealestate.com.
What's better than Valley Equipment Rental? Two Valley Equipment Rentals, and that's just what we have now. The original on the South Memorial Parkway between Drake and Airport Road, and their second location on North Memorial Parkway just north of Winchester Road. Valley Equipment is locally owned and has more skid steers, excavators, and lifts than anyone in the area, plus all the small tools that you need to get the job done like a pro. And if you are a pro, you need to check out the new North location now because Valley Equipment has what you need. Learn more at valleyequipmentrents.com.
Great food and the best live entertainment is what it's all about at the Furniture Factory Bar and Grill. Head to downtown Huntsville every Tuesday for karaoke on the only outdoor karaoke stage in North Alabama. Thursday night is the Valley's longest running and biggest bike night. Food and drink specials, giveaways, and live music on the patio. And the Furniture Factory menu is fully loaded with options from steaks to salads, plus a whole lot more. Featuring a weekday happy hour that starts at 3. 619 Meridian Street, downtown Huntsville, and online at FurnitureFactoryBarGrill.com.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. A mostly sunny sky this afternoon, maybe an isolated shower across the Tennessee Valley. The vast majority of us going to end up staying dry, highs hanging out in the upper 80s and lower 90s, just a touch on the humid end of the spectrum. We only drop into the mid-upper 60s as we head into the overnight. Better opportunities for rain as we head into the overnight. Early into your Sunday morning, we're going to maintain the opportunity for scattered showers and thunderstorms through a good chunk of Sunday afternoon, even as we head into Sunday evening. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman on your home for ESPN Radio, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Your home of the SEC Baseball Tournament. 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
And welcome back into Smokey and The Chad right here Saturday morning on ESPN 97.7 The Zone. 256-576-4977 is the phone number to get in. Y'all on Twitter, I'm at Rose Scholar. He's at Gwatney Chad. The station's at 977 ESPN. Well, we still got some more Saban and Jimbo drama. And since, let's see, the last time that any local programming was on the air here on 97.7 ESPN, that would be Tom Abraham at noon yesterday since we had the SEC softball tournament, which Also programming, no baseball tournament is going to be going all day, every day, like Tuesday through Friday next week. So be prepared for that. I believe we got games starting 10:45 each, all the way till Friday, or
no, coverage is going to start at 9:30. 9:30. Yeah, everything, because as soon as talking ball is done every morning, you'll have about 30 minutes of probably greenie or something, or maybe something we throw in beforehand. But yeah, believe all the coverage is going to be starting at 9:30.
And that'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday they're going to do a little bit later because the field starts winding down and all
right,
that.
And then you'll have talking ball all week. I think you'll only have the Tom Abraham show on Monday, and I doubt you'll have any of the drive other than on Monday.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is how we're set up. But yes, this Saban and Jimbo stuff right here, as Saban talks about how A&M paid their players, and Jimbo wants to fire back because he feels appalled that somebody is saying that Texas A&M paid players, which okay then.
It's despicable.
There you go. I was wondering what was going on there. The music was still playing. But yeah, no, it's despicable. I don't know how many times we heard it was despicable, and how Alabama's could make these accusations on such a legendary coach like Jimbo Fisher.
Oh, I know.
And Jimbo Fisher's never done anything wrong, and he's never been an asshat to anybody else.
Jimbo calls Saban a narcissist, and then let's see, Saban apologizes because Sankey got mad. He gives public reprimands. It's like, you better not do this crap anymore. Like, this makes us look bad.
He said, Saban, you're right, but don't do it again. It was like, no, you make sense. It's like when the bad guy starts making sense in the movie, and then you realize you're like, wait, no, that's the bad guy. We're not supposed to relate. That's what it felt like.
So, of course, then we got to find out. Like, people were chiming in about their take with Sabes and old Jimbo, but one coach in particular decided to chime in, and that would be the old head ball coach, because he's got something to say with there's a little bit of controversy going around with college football, as he talked with Dog Nation of all outlets. Like, of all outlets, he talks with the Georgia site. Like, that, first of all, that's just weird.
Well, the thing was because they couldn't get Kirby, because Kirby is still in the dark, apparently. Or Kirby's in the bunker.
From what I saw on Twitter, Sankey's basically put a hold on all coaches, I believe.
Oh, I bet.
Like, I know
Sanctions.
I know Saban's doing the PGA Championship megacast right there, but like, I believe Sankey has said that it's got to be all approved, and make sure that it. And if you're going on ESPN, you're going to have a very, I wouldn't say toned down, but very protected interview. Like, Joe Buck's going to be asking approved questions.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Someone's going to be chirping in his ear. Don't say this. Say this. Don't say this.
Sankey's like, I need to see the questions. And so, but anyway, so Jim, the old head ball coach, Spurrier, goes, I don't know why Jimbo's mad at Saban. Did Saban say something that wasn't true?
I mean, he didn't, and the thing was he didn't accuse anybody. He just named names. It wasn't like he lied, and it wasn't like he didn't tell the truth. He just stated facts. Like, it was fact. Like, that's how you got your recruiting class. That's how you got a certain player to go to Jackson State. He didn't go to Jackson State because he wanted to play for Deion. Because if Deion really wanted the most out of it and he would have really gone after it, then he probably would have gone after, he would have taken a bigger job, or at least taken the Florida State job.
Spurrier also added, quote, I don't think Saban told any lies in there, so I don't know what he was mad about. Since Jimbo beat him last year, I guess he could talk now. He hasn't beat much of anybody, but he beat Saban last year, but they haven't won the division or anything since he's been there.
It's despicable.
Old head ball coach going in on Jimbo like that is a beautiful thing. And
that's why I wish he was still coaching, because I would just love to see that on the field.
I mean, his way of words, like, Now, granted, I am always irked when I hear this particular one, because you can't spell citrus without UT, or Free Shoes University.
Hey, I love that. Free Shoes University.
On line one, we've got Brandon. Brandon, good morning, sir. How's it going?
Man, I was doing a few things out here and figured I'd stop. I remember about the Smokey and the Chad show, and I was like, I need to tune in, need to listen to
I appreciate that, yeah.
Pretty good.
I almost forgot about it this morning. I slept in a little bit longer.
Well, I sent you guys a tweet a second ago, and I feel like that if this had gone down in person in real life, that video would have been exactly what would happen.
Let's see.
That's from Tombstone.
Yeah, that's Tombstone.
Yeah,
I was like,
Tombstone, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, you're pretty much right. Doc would be Saban in that one.
Yeah, because when Doc puts down his guns, that's about like Saban putting down his 7 championships and saying, there, we can be friends now. That was what popped into my mind when that happened. But with this SEC Media Days, I thought that it was going to be an Alabama versus Georgia fight. But I think the Georgia fans are content to show up now and try to throw gas on the fire and watch Alabama and Texas A&M fight. So I think this has changed the whole dynamic of what was going to go on at SEC Media Days. Because the Georgia fans don't want to fight anymore. They're more entertained than anything. And most of them are on the Alabama side, which is what is weird.
That is right. That is a little weird right there. But the Georgia people, I think you could see a little bit of flaming into the fire. Now, if it was in Hoover, oh boy, this would have been like I would pay for tickets for this one.
Oh, if it was in Hoover, they would have to bring Jimbo in with the FBI, Department of Homeland Security. He might disappear forever.
They would have to give him the old, the Harsin treatment or the Harsin
back
treatment
door.
from
You gotta go
the
back
Harsin
door.
back door or the Fulmer coming in from the side and the trying to.
I told Chad yesterday they had to put him in that thing they rolled the Pope down the road in. You know, the rocket-proof dome.
Oh yeah, that glass-proof like little cart that he drives around in. I've seen the Pope. It was like back the last one or what the second to last one. I can't remember how many popes have been since 2010. I went to Italy in 2010, got to actually see whatever the Pope that was. It was actually pretty cool. He was outside of his bubble. So
the freaking Pope?
Yeah, got to see the Pope. We were standing there and they rang the bells and they opened the gates and the Swiss Guard got out of the way and this limo comes out what do they call the car?
The motorcade?
Yeah, motorcade. They had like a motorcade of like a couple cars in front of him. And then the third car came out and it was like an extended, car. And he had his window down and he started waving. Like my cousin and a bunch of other people took an actual like photo of him like waving from the car. Like it was pretty cool. Nice little experience.
But I'm in a Facebook group for tickets. I buy extra tickets and stuff every now and then. You ought to see the comments and how it blew up after this happened with people joining the group and looking for tickets to A&M. That might be the most expensive regular season ticket that has sold in Alabama since Saban's been there. Other than some of these Georgia games, people maybe have to mortgage their house.
You're going to have to wait. Like, you have to keep it going, too. They'll hold on to them, keep getting closer to the game. You know what I mean? And then sell them, because I wonder how much you get then for them.
I've been hearing October 8th over and over and over again now. Like, I mean, that's the date that everybody is getting it's repetitive.
What do we call this game now? Like, because, like what would we call this game? Alabama, Texas A&M.
Glorious Murder Ball. Because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a nice little thing to ask a bunch of Alabama fans out there. Like, what would you call this rivalry ever since this has happened? Because I don't know what it would have been called beforehand. You know what I mean? It would just been Alabama, Texas A&M because they've only played a handful of times, I believe.
I can't wait to walk down Fraternity Row and see some of the signs that are going to be hanging on the buildings down there. It will probably outdo anything that Saturday Night Live ever thought of. I mean, it will probably be so bad you probably wouldn't want your kids to see it. But
I mean, it's right there in front of the stadium.
It's always entertaining to see those signs and the things they put up. The idea is they're probably cooking up now. That's going to be the Smokey and the Chad show may have to go live from a golf cart that day and just go down through there and show what's going on. May set up
if we're the ones that go down there that day. We probably won't be the ones that go down.
Outside the stadium and just let them fight. If you're an A&M fan, you're a Bama fan, you want to fight, just get in the ring and fight. Just that would be part of what I would think that ESPN ought to do for game day. We know they won't, but it would be entertaining because there would probably be a line all the way around the Ramah Jammas deep to get in there.
I mean, it's just I'm absolutely amazed that this just it feels like Jimbo, you know, he's the first one to do it. He's the first assistant to defeat Saban, and I think Saban's just slightly irked by that and knows how to push Jimbo's buttons to where he could just get Jimbo to go nuts, which he obviously, we have seen what has happened the last couple of days.
It doesn't take much, but he's also come out like 2 separate times and had press conferences trying to defend him and his players and defend the University of Texas A&M. I mean,
you're pulling DeArmond.
Yeah,
on that
I mean,
one?
but yeah, but that's the thing. It's like I get it. Like it's like I said, it looks good and it looks bad because great that they're able to recruit, but that's the reason why they're able to recruit is because they have more money than everybody else. The Yankees should be able to win, the World Series every single year because they should be able to dish out more money to everybody else and anyone else in the MLB. Certain teams should be able to do this type of thing, but doesn't happen that way. If it happened that way, college football would have dynasties like every 5-10 years. I mean, you would have this weird run of amazing teams because they're able to generate great talent to come to their program because they spend more money. And I just always find it confusing.
Brandon,
I just wonder if anybody at a press conference has got a pair big enough to look at Jimbo and say, do you actually think that that everybody doesn't believe that you bought that recruiting class?
You know what I want?
Somebody to do
it. Speaking of that, SEC Media Days, I want DeArmond front row and center when Jimbo takes the stand.
Oh, he's going to get a question or two
when he takes the podium. I want DeArmond front and center, front row, and
they better let him ask a question. They let him ask a question on everybody else. They didn't let him do it on Jimbo.
You're going to have a background check to ask him a question, probably.
More than likely. Like, if they're like, oh, wait, you work for 97.7, you're a Bama station? No, you're not going to be. Like, we're not letting you around him. No. It's only ATL. Or
you got to lie
Texas
and say you're
A&M.
from somewhere else.
Well, on the media credential, it's going to say the radio station.
Just flip it. Just flip it. Just flip it. Put it on the other side.
Well, we'll just get Wes Neighbors to stand behind him and run security because I don't think anybody wants to throw down with Wes even at his age.
I don't want to throw down with Wes even at his age.
No, that is a
maybe outrunning him, but I mean, but definitely not up against him.
That is a yoked old man right there, I'll tell you. But Brandon, much appreciate the phone call, sir. You have yourself a wonderful weekend.
Y'all have a wonderful weekend and as many laughs as you can have. Roll Tide.
I'm not saying that. I refuse to say that. Before we go to a commercial, Florida man has shown up in Huntsville. Did you see this last night on Twitter?
No. Why are we letting crazy Florida men into Huntsville?
Florida man has entered
crazy Florida man things.
The city limits as the Huntsville Police Department put the picture out on Twitter last night. It looks like a 6-foot gator on a road.
All right.
Yeah, and a lot of people are like, which road is that? I know which road that is. I take that road.
Oh, that's Hazelin.
Yeah.
No, seriously. Dude, this is hilarious because I love being here, man. So ever since they opened that back area up and they've been building like all those houses back there.
Hazelin Road for people that don't
Hazelin
know.
Road, right? Back New Grissom.
It's where the 2-story Publix goes, and it's the back road to take that to the Walmart on South
So
Parkway.
I ride my bike back there because they have gravel roads for, new construction and everything like that. So I like to ride my mountain bike back through there because it's like an actual trail. I have been trying to find an alligator the entire time I've been out there, dude. I ride around and I go near the little swampy area. Huge, beautiful cranes, man. I hope we never lose that. I hope we never lose that preserve out there because that is beautiful out there. Beautiful birds and everything like that. But man, I have been trying to find this alligator so much, man, because it's the Grissom Gator, man. It's the Grissom Gator. Are you kidding me? This is a story we can start.
What is the Grissom Gator?
It's Hazelin. It's near Grissom. It's the Grissom Gator, dude.
This is something before?
Yes, people have said they've seen an alligator in that area. And there are, dude, if you go look at there's signs that say alligator crossing now. Because I laughed when I saw it. I was like, oh my God, alligator crossing, right? No, there's an alligator. It's the Grissom Gator, man. It has dawned the Grissom Gator. He has come back to us again. I am excited. That's awesome. When you said Florida man, I thought you meant like some dude's been streaking, all the way up from Florida to Alabama or something. But dude, yes, the Hazelin Grissom Gator, man, that should be on a T-shirt. They should start selling that right now over at Grissom because, man, that would be a fun little thing to run around with. I've been trying to. I'm gonna go over there and try to find this dude if they have, because they're just probably putting him right back in because you can't disturb that habitat, man. I want to be able to find this alligator. That's so cool.
By the way, congratulations to Athens High School as they won the 6A state softball championship this week. Let's see.
And last night I got to watch a little bit of spring football year round, man.
Oh, how was the jamboree?
Oh, it was great. Both teams, played their starters well into, or some of their, most of their 1s and 2s well into the third quarter. They tried to treat it as both coaches, Jerry Adcock and Rich Dutton, tried to use like a lot of their guys to get a lot of, kinks worked out and everything like that. Coach had talked about that before. That's how he was kind of using it. It was a great game. It should have been a lot closer than it was. There were a few controversial calls. We did get a possible, I'll say this. I think I said it was a targeting call. I watched the video from the camera guy that was taking pictures. It was leading with the crown of the head, and it didn't get called. It was a terrible call. It is what it is, but, it just needs to get worked up. I'm sure it's going to get worked up. I'm sure everything's going to get situated out. The kid was fine, but, it was a really good, positive game, I think, by both teams. Decatur ended up winning 21-7. Grissom had a couple of chances to kind of even it out. It probably would have ended 14-14 the way the defenses were playing really well. Grissom got called back on, I think it was like a 50-yard bomb from Carter to Tristan Graham. And then there was a couple of guys on the Decatur side of the ball, had a good couple of plays. Nobody really shined out. There was a couple 45-yard receptions and a couple TDs and stuff like that, but it wasn't anything too crazy. Both teams were very conventional on how they played. So it was really good to be able to watch a little, preseason, or right before we get into the season, right before we get into summer. It was nice to be able to watch a little spring ball.
256-5764-977 is the phone number to get in. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we get back, we're going to let you know what is going on throughout the weekend. You are listening to Smokey and the Chad right here on 97.7 ESPN.
The world champs are back. The Braves are out to defend their world championship. And behind Matt Olson, Ronald Acuna, Dansby Swanson, Max Fried, and this loaded 2022 roster, a repeat is within reach.
Here goes Ozzie, 2-2 on the way, hit well. Deep center field. Might have ourselves a tie ball game. You betcha.
And we'll bring you every huge moment of the Braves 2022 season right here on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Ann Adams with Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate is the one name to know if you're buying or selling real estate. With years of local experience, Ann Adams offers buyers in-depth knowledge of the local housing market and will narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in so you can save time when shopping for your new home. If you're ready to sell, Ann offers a seamless process using accurate pricing and expert negotiation skills to make sure you get a fair price for your home. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or log on bhhsriserealestate.com.
This is Wes Neighbors talking to Chris Haygood of Bob Wallace Appliance. Chris, what sets you apart from other appliance dealerships?
Wes, these appliances are going into the most used room in your house, your kitchen. The way we have these appliances displayed, it's easy for you to visualize how they'll look in your home. Wes, what sets us apart is the people. They're well trained. In fact, they live and breathe these appliances. And if you need service, you'll really appreciate our parts department.
Contact Bob Wallace Appliance at 256-533-2121.
When I chose a garage door company, I did my homework. I needed Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. They have a 5-star Google rating. I checked their reviews and liked what their customers had to say. Precision Overhead Garage Door has lifetime warranty packages. Same-day service if I call before 2 p.m. If they can't make it the same day, my service call fee the next day is waived. They did a 25-point safety inspection on the door and operator. Now that's peace of mind. Residential, commercial, and gate services. Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. Call 256-400-4500.
In 1982, Bob Baumhauer introduced Alabama to the Buffalo Wild Wing, and quite frankly, we've never been the same. Back then, it was Wings and Things in Tuscaloosa, but now, 40 years later, after 4 name changes, Baumhauer's Victory Grill is the #1 sports-themed restaurant in the state. Bob's Alabama Hot Chicken is something that has to be tried to believe, plus the new Bam Bam Chicken and the Louisiana-style Go Fish, a whitefish over rice topped with shrimp etouffee. And Baumhauer's is fighting inflation with some new affordable favorites. Visit Baumhauer's on the South Parkway today.
Are you in the market for a recreational vehicle? Do you want to get out and see more of this beautiful country? Well, imagine hearing the laughter of your little ones enjoying gooey s'mores by a cozy campfire and making lasting memories with your friends and family from the comfort of a new camper. We can make your dreams come true at Hall's RV. With over 15 years in the camping business, we know how to get our customers into the perfect camper. We have several models and floor plans here for you to choose from, both new and used. We're family owned and operated with fantastic deals and great service. Everyone wants to work with people they can trust, so come on down to Hall's RV and get the deal of a lifetime. We'll treat you right and get you on the road in the camper of your dreams. Visit us on Highway 431 in Albertville. Hall's RVs, where we sell fun. Or see us on the web at www.hallsrvsales.com.
Nothing feels more like summer than bare feet on freshly cut grass. And this Memorial Day, the Home Depot has savings on all the things you need to get your lawn in shoeless shape. Get hassle-free cutting, trimming, and cleaning power with cordless lawn tools from Ryobi. Whatever your lawn needs, we have tools to get the job done that won't leave you tangled up. So what are you waiting for? It's time to feel the grass between your toes. Feels like Memorial Day at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Did you know that your car, truck, or SUV may be worth over 30 or 40% more than it was last year? It's true. Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford, and we'd love your trade-in for a personalized custom factory order on a 2022 Explorer, Expedition, Ranger, or F1. We interrupt this message to announce our $1,000 appreciation cash reward. Attention all active military, reservists, retirees, and all veterans, plus first responders, police, fire department, EMTs, and medical professionals. An appreciation for making Huntsville the great city it is. You'll receive a $1,000 exclusive reward in addition to any public offers on most all 22 Fords. So please come see us today. Our Ford Gold certified or low mileage, gently used vehicles with great warranties. At Woody Anderson Ford, whether it's a new order or a pre-owned, we promise to always do the right thing. Corner of Jordan and Sparkman, hope to see you soon.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. A mostly sunny sky this afternoon, maybe an isolated shower across the Tennessee Valley. The vast majority of us going to end up staying dry, highs hanging out in the upper 80s and lower 90s, just a touch on the humid end of the spectrum. We only drop into the mid-upper 60s as we head into the overnight. Better opportunities for rain as we head into the overnight. Early into your Sunday morning, we're going to maintain the opportunity for scattered showers and thunderstorms through a good chunk of Sunday afternoon, even as we head into Sunday evening. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman on your home for ESPN Radio, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Your home of the SEC Baseball Tournament. 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
And welcome back into Smokey and The Chad right here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. 256-576-4977 is the phone number to get in. On Twitter, I'm at Rose Scholar. He's at Guatney Chad. The station's at 977 ESPN. Oh, my God. Hearing storms, hearing possible rain, that's music to my ears, buddy.
Yeah, when's the last time it, really rained here?
I don't know.
Has it been a couple weeks?
It's dry as hell, and the pollen is getting
Yeah,
insane.
no, I've really never had allergy problems until I turned 30. I mean, I think those were the worst. I think those were some of the worst allergies I've ever experienced, but I'm sure it gets worse. But I've been pretty bad these last couple weeks.
Yeah, I mean, the pollen is just...
And Tom's had a cough, so Tom just gave everybody a cough. See, right now, you have a cough.
Well,
Everybody's
I've had
a cough
because I my other job that I do for a living. Goodness.
You're just inhaling the pollen.
Ugh. God, I want it to rain so damn bad. Anyway, coming up this weekend, we've got the SEC softball tournament, or not the SEC, the NCAA softball tournament. We've got Bama and Arkansas going on. Let's see. Bama starts at 12:45, so we'll have that on our air. Atlanta Braves start at 5:10, which I believe we're doing Zone 2 or Zone 1.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be on Zone 2.
And Braves
I'll
will
have to look
take
at the
on the
calendar.
Miami Marlins. 5:10. Atlanta is a -145 favorite because they have Kyle Wright going on the mound against Alicia Hernandez.
Oh, and then you got your Lady Vols today against Oregon State, and if they beat Oregon State, Alabama and Tennessee is going to meet in the Super Regional. So that's going to be a nice little meet-up if that does happen for both teams.
Spicy.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Let's see. We've got Heat and Celtics going on ABC tonight. We're playing that, aren't we?
You know, we had it.
We've been doing ESPN
Yeah, we've
coverage.
been doing it, so I would believe so. As long as there's nothing else covering it up. I don't think we are. I don't think anything else is covering it.
1-1 is that series as it goes up to Boston. Going to be very interested to see how Jason Tatum bounces back, or Tatum and the Celtics bounce back. Well, actually, I take that back. The Heat won the first game, and then the Celtics won the second.
Yeah, they even the series. Yeah,
Jimmy
Braves will be at 5 today,
Yeah.
and that is on. That's on the Zone. You'll have that on the Zone.
All right. And then we got Avalanche and Blues, 7 o'clock tonight on TNT. You got the PGA Championship going on all throughout ESPN, which is weird to say that Joe Buck's first official ESPN job is the PGA Championship, because so many people were harping on him when he was doing U.S. Open coverage for Fox. But you know what's even worse, or what's even more weird? The last thing he announced for Fox, do you know what that is?
Wrestling?
Domino Masters.
Domino Masters.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I like that. That is a great show. It is one of my actual favorite shows.
You talking about like the game Dominoes?
No. Like,
the one where like they knock the dominoes over and it does like crazy little things.
Yeah, like.
Oh, like that. Okay, I was about to say, if there was a Dominoes tournament, let me know. But no, that's pretty cool.
That and Lego Masters are some of them. The wife of mine's like.
I need to
favorite
get
things
into that
watch
because I was always a Legos kid. And I've just never got into. I don't think I ever watched an episode of that show.
But yeah, I mean, you could catch them on Hulu because. Catch all the old episodes, and you got Will Arnett hosting Lego Masters, Batman.
Yeah, I do like Arnett. I always was a big Arrested Development. I love that show.
Is Arnett the best Batman?
Because I've never seen the movie, so yeah, I know I've never seen the movie, but I know what you're talking about. But yeah, I just love his character. Any character he's ever played. I mean, when he was the bad guy in Blades of Glory, like, dude, Will Arnett is just hilarious. I mean, every character. I think what was that? The Solomon Brothers with him and the other Will. I forgot the other. It's like Will Arnett and Will something, but Forte. I think it's Will Forte. Yeah, and yeah, like I just thought he was just a hilarious actor.
Let's go.
I think he still is.
Let's Go to Prison is one of my.
What is it? Indian and BoJack Horseman too. He's that too. So,
but have you ever seen Let's Go to Prison?
Yes, dude, and Let's Go to Prison. Yeah, duh. Yeah. He's like the main character in that. Yeah.
I want a freaking fresco.
They're making toilet wine at the end, and they make like their own brand of toilet wine.
We got a little sideways.
It's okay, man. It's a Saturday morning show that we're literally reacting to everything. Okay. And we will go down rabbit holes.
Final part of the show, final thoughts on the whole Saban and Jimbo thing as we close out is Saban. I mean, I agree with Steve Spurrier. What did Saban say that was wrong? And I mean, I know it's taboo to talk about paying players in college football, but there's a new age. It's a new day. It's Nico Iamaleva, $8 million man. Collectives all throughout. And here's the thing. The schools that have the biggest banks, they're going to be paying a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah. There's no salary cap. I mean, it just states are going to be able to play whatever.
Texas A&M, your big oil money is going to be going hard into the world of college football.
It's almost like this is all it was all put into place so Texas could be good, man. Oil prices being as jacked as they are, and then all of a sudden they're able to have the number one recruiting class in America.
Well, then you also got the University of Tennessee, who has two major donors, and one being the owner of the Cleveland Browns and the owner of Pilot
Yellowwood down in Auburn is
Yeah.
going to have to pay more money for some recruits to come to Auburn because
Exactly.
he's losing to Alabama already.
It's a new day. It's a new age in college football. Players are going to get paid. The NCAA doesn't care or doesn't seem to care at all. We'll just let the wild, wild west happen and delegate to the state government.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Head of Steel, who was watching on Twitch, and everybody watching on Facebook and everywhere else. Thank you so much for watching the show today.
You have been listening to Smokey and the Chad right here on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone. Have a good weekend, everybody.
No representation.